Okay, so boom. So I'm sitting in the garage. I'm getting ready to work out, right? I said, I'm going to tell this story. I ain't even going to go in the kitchen and do the whole setup. But I was just going through Facebook, and I seen a picture of somebody that I was locked up with. And he wasn't the folks when he first got to the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? It was over time, you know what I'm saying? He ended up getting plugged in. He was actually he was kin to the folks. One of the brothers that was plugged in at the time, he was kin to him. And he was always around the guys. But he ended up in several situations where the guys had really came to his aid because he was a family member of the folks. So it finally got to the point where people was saying that he was GD, knowing that he wasn't GD. But it was a couple of brothers who felt away when people would say he was GD because he didn't have to do the things that the guys had to do, especially when it comes to AA, paying dues, working out, you know what I'm saying, or possibly, you know what I'm saying, being on the gun line, boss, having to go, you know what I'm saying, when being sent, take care of the business or be the business or take care of the business or become the business, right? So he started making little comments talking about he wanted to come home. He wanted to be one of the guys. And there was the brothers who felt some type of way about him not being one of the guys, but seeing like he was getting the assistance of the guys. They more so wanted to plug him in because they wanted to show him what it's really like being GD, really to scam or get him crossed or whatever the case may be. And at the time, everybody knew, well, some people knew that he was getting high, which was another reason they wanted him in too, so they can use him to get high. You know what I'm saying? He always, his people, you know what I'm saying, sending him money all the time. So he could always call and get whatever. Man, his cousin, of course, always getting high with him for free. Now, or whatever. Just imagine, commercial break me, please. Your cousin affiliated, really using his affiliation and y'all kinship in a way to manipulate you. He knowing I got you as GD, basically Slick got his family member under protection and using them to get high. It's really a transactional type of situation. That's crazy as a family member. It's transactional because at the end of the day, penitentiary rules is in effect whether we can or not. He really can't turn him down with getting high because it don't take nothing but for his cousin to say something like, all right, that's what's up, bet that. And in your mind, as the cousin, you sitting there thinking, what that's supposed to mean. You calling home, complaining to your people, all that. But listen to me, penitentiary rules is in effect. So they end up plugging this dude in, right? He on the basketball court, and he get to fighting. Look, he get to fighting. They AA him, you know what I'm saying? They go in the bathroom in the little Rick thing, you know what I'm saying? They get to fighting. They get the police to walk up. They get the police to walk up the way, right? So they get to fighting. He lose the fight. So when it's a fight in a penitentiary at times, you know, it's men being men, you know what I'm saying? It's gladiator school. So if it was a one-on-one fight and you ain't just get the brakes beat off of you, it really was more so about, you know, you went and done it, you know what I'm saying? But this your first fight as the business, and you go in there, you know what I'm saying, and he put the work in. So knowing that's his cousin played with him like, you know, like people do on the street, right? So we walking back to the court. And his cousin say, man, I can't wait to call home and tell everybody you done got smashed in here. Man, quit playing, cuz for real, man. Don't do nothing like that, cuz, man, for real. They said, man, was it, man, you done went in there, man, and said, man, no way, man, my blood done went in there and just, Man, quit playing, man. You know what I'm saying? I already told y'all, man, I ain't really want to go through. I ain't even. What you mean you ain't want to go through that, cuz? Man, cuz he disrespect you on the court, man. It ain't even that. Did you just my cousin, cuz? Man, ain't G, man. He get to bring it up, GD and all this and that. So they get in each other's face going back and forth, their cousins. And the folks step in. When the folks step in, I got the security, right? The folks step in like, hold on, man. Y'all family, but y'all GD first. What you mean? This is what I'm thinking in my head, right? What you mean GD first? We family first. Like GD come before anything. Whatever you want to say and think. GD come before your kids. I'm literally standing there. Folk done said, man, y'all cousin, but man, y'all GD first. Man, he tripping. Look, the cousin, he been around GD for a while, but he ain't really understanding how this really work. He say what probably a lot of us was thinking. What you mean GD? We GD first, we cousin. Man, cuz we been cousins since, man, bro, we been cousins since we were kids. So how GD? We were cousins before we was GD. So what you mean GD come before us being kin? All the folks turn around together simultaneously. I'm looking at them looking at each other, right? They said, what you mean? You do know, you know what I'm saying, if it came down to it and we make a call on your cousin, you gotta smash on your cousin. He was like, what? He was like, yeah, that's the reason why I'm saying GD come before y'all kinship. Cause if you get out of line right now, if we catch you in a homosexuality act, or we catch you doing something, or you go outside of these laws, policies, and guidelines, and it come to eradication, and we choose your cousin, he looked at the cuz, he said, cuz, what you gonna do, cuz, if they make a call like that, cuz? Like, you gonna call home and tell the people you had his cousin being GD for a minute, look at him, he look back, they look at each other. He said, cuz, I'm gonna take care of the business. So then what you doing for real, cuz? So that's what we a part of. He was like, cuz, I told you before you signed up for this, cuz, what it is, cuz. Cuz, GD come before everything, woo, woo. He was like, cuz, you don't even talk like this when we in the cell. Everybody was like, hold on. He was like, cuz, you don't even be talking like it's in the cell, cuz. Diego who said, what he be talking like? What he talk like, cuz? Cuz, go on tell folk then what he be saying. He saying it playful, but he dead serious. He was like, cuz, what we talk about in the cell, me and you on our personal business, that ain't GDB. But cuz, when we be in the cell, he sprang on him. Boom, he ain't even finna let him get it out. He sprang on him, boom. So when he hit him, of course, hey, y'all stop there. I ain't finna get over and break it up, because if the police look over, I don't want it to look like I'm a part of it. So they taking them apart, right? They splitting them up. When they split them up, folks said, man, I'm cousin. Man, I don't even care nothing about no violation, man, cuz it's over with, cuz you ain't talking about nothing. Cuz keep on playing with me, cuz I'm gonna tell everybody, So we hear him, he basically trying to say he got a secret on his cousin, right? So we go in, of course, they get a violation for putting their hands on each other. We ain't do nothing, give them a sanction, pay the box, and then work out together. We basically put them on like a little buddy, right? So G. Edgar Hoover done been kicking it with the cousin, getting high. It's a few of them, they kicking it with the cousin, getting high. The cousin, the one who was already GD, he come to the cell, he pop. Hey, Joe T, man, let me holler at you real quick. I said, man, come on in the cell. He come in, he sit down, folk them got me messed up. I said, what? I said, man, what's up? Man, so I go over and try to holler at cuz, right? And we sit down there, and Joe T, I already know you don't get high enough, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep you already know I do me every now and then, you know what I'm saying? And if the body feels some type of way, they gotta come to it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go through whatever I gotta go through, you know what I'm saying? If they tell me I need to take a drug test, I'm gonna take a drug test, but I ain't gonna sit here and act like I ain't one of the bros who be getting high. You feel me, Joe T? I said there was a. So I go over there with cuz, right? When I sit in there, he had another brother in there. Folk get up out of the cell, act like he halfway got an attitude, right? Act like he ain't even want to greet me or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So he walk out of the cell. So I'm asking cuz, I'm like, cuz, what you been telling bruh them? You know what I'm saying? That's my cousin, Joe T. I ain't gonna say, I'm sitting here really like almost like a heart to heart. I'm wondering if he gonna let them poison in man. You know how folk them be, Joe T. So I would sit down and cuz looking at me like, man, cuz, you wrong, cuz, out there, cuz, you don't put your hands on me and everything, man. All cuz, I was just trying to let them know we were cousins before we were GD. He said, so I started explaining to him like, bro, you don't even understand what this thing is, man. This thing is really a monster. Then you don't sit there and say that like, bro, they really could have put you, you know what I'm saying, in that thing and sent you way back there. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? And then by the time you got to talking about what we be talking about in the cell, I was like TP right there, folks. You do know, brother, them we wondering what you know what I'm saying? Because even though he the folk now, you know what I'm saying, you know, they'll still try to make it an issue if he was discussing nation building, you know what I'm saying? Man, nothing like that, Joe T, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no different than when, you know what I'm saying, we get together with the brothers and found out bro this, or bro that, bro had a little do this thing, or bro was funky, and then, you know what I'm saying, or bro was doing this, and you know what I'm saying, bro, this rumor, bro going up, bro put something, I was like, but everything you saying really backbite. But I'm just saying, bro, you already know how it be. We talk about each other sometimes. We brothers, bro. That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he finna just get to talking about, you know what I'm saying, what me and him be laughing about and trying to make it like I just be in here talking about the folks. Yeah, bro, be funky, bro. Yeah, like what Ed calling me here right now. If they want to say it's backbiting, because I was hollering at my cousin saying, you know what I'm saying, bro, when we was sitting there playing domino, bro, like I was like, dang, somebody fought. You know what I'm saying? And he say, man, I was thinking the same thing. And then me and him look at each other at the same time. We know that bro just pulled up, you know what I'm saying, funky folks just standing right there. And by the time he left, we can tell that the scent left too. You know what I'm saying? We sitting in this head and we laughing, or we talking about how J. Edgar Hoover done crossed out a whole bunch of brothers, man. Look, you remember, you know what I'm saying, when such and such happened? Man, yeah, man, I was wondering, you know, I ain't want to ask or nothing. Man, so look. So J. Edgar Hoover was trying to get the move and boom, and bro was tripping, and then next thing you know, J. Edgar Hoover knew something about him on the streets, and before you know it, he was way in the back, man. He was like, man, J. Edgar Hoover, man, he was something else. Like it was just little stuff like that. I said, so you ain't discuss no, man, nah, folks, I ain't even gonna lie to you. So, we might have served a violation or something, you know what I'm saying? Because I know he was going to ask to try to beat GD anyway. I already knew that, Joe T. So he might ask and that, like, dang, what y'all beat him? Like, what happened? Like, what he do? You know what I'm saying? I might say something like, man, that box. You know what I'm saying? He might have asked me, like, what the box is. And I might have told him, you know what I'm saying, we got to pay dues and whatever. And you know what I'm saying? And bro, hold the box on one room and whatever happened. And then, you know what I'm saying, they serve a violation. You get a 3-minute cover, no cover, move. So, yeah, I might have said, and, you know what I'm saying, talk to him about little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He might even ask me certain things, like when I be like 16, 13, 12, over there, you know what I'm saying, 215, 19, G, you know what I'm saying, boom. He might ask me little stuff like, man, what y'all be saying? Because he be intrigued, you know what I'm saying? So I be telling him, you know what I'm saying, I done told him with the letters and boom, like little stuff like that. But that's cuz, so I ain't even looking at it like that. But I'm telling you, I said, bro, you sprung on it. Man, cuz, Joe T, been beating them up since we were kids, bro. That ain't even nothing new. So I don't even know why he tripping, bro. I ain't never been here to fight. I already knew when he went in the bathroom he was finna get the beating, but I'm hoping to tough him up. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why I don't even be tripping. I always try to make sure he's straight. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to the guys, you know what I'm saying? Even when we done call home, get what my auntie say. I hope you looking at them, because he ain't built like you. He ain't never really been in no trouble or been in the streets. He done caught a little dope charge, not paying attention, he getting high. He had to come to the penitentiary. We couldn't save him this time. He got 2-3 offenses, and this time the lawyer was like, you know, I can't get his probation started over. He gonna have to go lay down, but I'll go to his parole hearing and make sure, you know what I'm saying, if he get in the drug program, all that. They already done said, you know, when he come here, make sure he's straight, move. I wanted to beat him as soon as he got here. Joe T, I said, for what? Because he ain't had no business being in the streets. He's always trying to run up under us, thinking he cut out for the streets and did this and that. Whole time, I'm already knowing when he get to the penitentiary. If he go anywhere else, you know what I'm saying, there ain't one of our cousins there. Now, ain't no telling what I'm already knowing. I was finna have to look at him anyway and probably we're going to have to go in his mouth to toughen him up in here so he'll know what's going on. He going to sit there and act like he finna try to expose me in front of the folk. Just like when we were kids, we go to the store one day, Josie. We go in the store, I grab, you know what I'm saying, boom, pocket something. He look at me, I tell him be quiet, right? We get out of the store, we look her, I'm talking about we little, you know what I'm saying, 7, 8, you know what I'm saying, 9, 10 or whatever, right? We with his mama. We get in the car, he talking about, let me get some of that candy you put in your pocket. His auntie turn around talking about, who put something in their pocket? He gonna look at me like, either give me the candy or I'm finna tell. I was like, who got some candy? And she say, empty out your pocket. Empty out, both of y'all empty out your pocket. Man, I pulled the candy out, get what? Soon as she turned around, driving right in the back seat, Joseph, boom, 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 boom. She turned around, see, that's why I don't like y'all, that's why I don't like you around. Cause y'all live over here on this side of town, and you and your mama and them ain't such and such. I love them enough, but they don't such and such and such. You ain't gonna be jumping on my child, going in the store with me stealing, and I'm finna take you home right now. Whole time I'm looking at him, I'm talking about, Joseph, I always been a coward, I'm talking about I already been a sucker, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying, he tighten up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Whole time, man, I'm talking about for real, bro. And then, man, look, man, I ain't even finna do all that, Joe T. He over there, that over there getting high with him, using him, you know what I'm saying? He finna get a taste of his own medicine. He ain't knowing what's going on. He ain't understanding none of that. Couple days go by, it's a rumor that he been kicking it with this vice lord, and the vice lord done put hands on him and took some of that white girl, Christina Aguilera. So the vice lord done let the days go by. He done started telling people, you know what I'm saying, that he done went in there and took something from bruh. So when it get around, somebody come holler at me, they like, man, Joe T, man, what's up? Y'all on high alert with five them, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Everybody saying that he done took something. I said, who took something from who? So when he tell me, it's a couple of the brothers who already was aware of it, but they ain't saying nothing. They been using it to their advantage and going to him saying stuff like, man, for real, bro, you don't want to let folk and them find out, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to fight with one of them vice lords and whatever he done said, we don't know if it's true or not, we ain't taking, but they using that to go on. So I go holler at the cousin. I was like, your cousin done got to fight with, he was like, got to fight with who? Who done jumped on cuz? He was like, man, I don't know. He was like, man, nobody, I don't know nothing about that. I'm gonna go over and holler at him though. So he go over and holler at his cousin. He got the violation of, he thinking his cousin acting like he don't want to open the door, but the door rigged. He popped the door, go in there, boom. His cousin ended up putting something in the middle of his body. Brother don't say nothing right out the back. They end up getting into it again because the cousin done got into it with somebody, and they done punked him in the pod and this and that. His cousin pull up on him trying to tell him, yeah, man, you ain't finna keep such and such a person, man. Come on, man, you my cousin, dude. They get into it. Man, you be acting like I'm a little boy around here, and then you wanna come around here acting like you got my best interest all because boom, boom, boom. And then really you don't want nothing, you ain't doing nothing, trying to get half for free. That's all you trying to do every time. You been that way since we was on the streets, always just trying to munch off of me. Come to find out his cousin had a little money before he came to the penitentiary. It's always been a love-hate relationship. One wanted the other's life type of situation, right? He said, all right, folks, all right, well, keep on doing what you're doing with playing with yourself then. So he say that everybody looking like, what he talking about? What had happened was when the vice lord went in there and got to fighting with him and took his stuff, he decided to go ahead and make the middle of his body the glove box to hide stuff in case somebody else come in there and tried it. And when folk went in there, that's what he broke down and pretty much told him, man, ain't nothing nothing like it. And then the police, you know what I'm saying, they done came here and found this before, and then they searched for the best spot to just go on and put it, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't even nothing like it. It ain't like it's going way up there, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's a big bomb. It's just enough to sit in there like a little turd, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing like it. So when they get into it, he done exposed his head, folks, was in there putting stuff up the middle of his body. And when he said, everybody kind of looking around like, you know what I'm saying, like, what he talking about? Why the same vice lord he get into an argument with him on the rock. So to probably keep everybody out of the business, they go in the cell. They go in the cell and get into it. The vice lord done heard, I guess it done circulated. I don't know if it's people knew that's what he was doing, but the vice lord done made him sit on the toilet to see if that's where he hiding. So at this point, when he come out of the cell, he pretty much like, man, and he said out loud, kind of exposing folks. So everybody wondering like, what's going on? Vice Lord was talking, GD talking. He made it like folk owed him some money. But really what it was, he really just soft at that point, and he done told them, so man, we done had to go bump down on bro. Tell you what's going on, and get what it could. And when it get to it, cuz he was like, cuz we already said we ain't sending him to the back. He gonna get a violation. Cuz, go on, be real. You know you putting stuff in. If you doing that, cuz, you said if that's where you had it at, this the second time, he was like, cuz, you ain't never like me, cuz. Cuz, so why would they shouldn't even be taking your... Somebody said, so do we need to go get fired to see? Man, so look, this what happened, man. Forget all about what happened. Did that man make you sit on the toilet man, I owed him some money. I asked him to watch the door because I had been hiding it under. He said, cuz, you lying, cuz. Be a man and go on. So what you saying, you taking GD's side? At this point, I said, man, TP4, man, y'all step out real quick. Let me holler at both of them. I said, look, y'all already know what time it is. Now, cuz sitting up here doing all that lying, he won't run around here like he tough. He need to understand what this is and what this about. So whatever it is on the call, Joe T, it is what it is, man. Cuz or not, I'm letting him know you GD now, and at the end of the day, you gonna have to G&D the way it's supposed to be. And if he doing, you know what I'm saying, what he say he doing, what you told me that what you were doing, cuz, it is what it is, cuz. And when it comes to GD, cuz, we don't tolerate that, cuz. So dang, that what you doing, cuz? I said, hold on, TP, folks. Joe T, if you make the call, G be the reason, folks. It is what it is. I'm gonna take care of the business before I become the business. So what you saying? Like I told you outside that day, if folk never make the call and I gotta be a part of that call, cuz I'm gonna handle you before they handle me. I ain't finna, you know what I'm saying? Cause you in here shaking and this ain't what you built for, cuz you should have never became what you been telling me, sister. I said, look, you getting a violation, folks, and we're gonna sweep it and we're gonna deal with that. Violation for what? You want to tell him or you want me to tell him? Man, cuz you either going to take this violation or you going to end up at the back. What I'm getting? 3 minute no cover. Folk, pick who you want to go in there. 3 minute no cover on my first violation. You want to make it 6? And then before I go out the door, I turn around and say, and one more thing. Don't let it come out no more. Don't let that come out no more. That you supposed to be. Man.